Is there life after housework? How many are we be interested in learning how you can save 75% of your time, effort, and money to keep your house clean? Okay, we'll keep listing. There are 4 basic steps to basic cleaning. First one is you eliminate, saturate, remove, or resolve and remove. Now, the first one, eliminate, has 3 subcomponents. Like, first one is, don't do it. Why do you want to waste your time cleaning something that's not dirty? If it's not dirty, don't clean it. Or something like rug under your furniture. It doesn't really get in traffic, so there's no reason to clean it. Maybe clean it once a month instead of once a week. Now, the second step is prevention. If you don't get dirt into the house, then you don't have to try to clean it out. And the hospital that contracted with a cleaning company, and the cleaning company insisted on having 15-foot long mats at each entrance to the hospital. Before the mats arrived, it took over 12 hours each night to clean the hospital. And they also checked all the dust out in vacuum cleaners, put it in a can, and saw about half a gallon each night of dust. Okay, the day the carpets behaved, it took only 10 hours to clean the hospital. And then after a week, it was down to 9 hours. And they only got a half quart of dirt from the vacuums rather than half gallon. That again, the 3/4 of the dirt has, just because of the mats, of the spore. They went from using 6 cleaning cloths to 2. They went down. They only needed to mop, say, twice a week and dust every other week. Plus, the cost of janitorial supplies was cut in half, 50%. So that is really a good, so that's what, a good thing that mats can do. Now that we've, the third part of eliminate is do something clean what's easy rather than what's hard. How many of you have tried to clean your showers out with all the spots on it? Okay. The best way to do that is do it after each shower you take, just wipe the walls down quickly. They'll say do about a minute, and they'll save you a lot of having to try to get all the hard stuff off, later on. So do a little bit at a time while it's easy. So that's the 3 subcomponents of elimination. Next is called saturate. Basically, you put your cleaner on what you want to clean. And the third is dissolve. That is, after you saturate, let it sit. There was a recreational center that needed its floor stripped and waxed. The first time it was stripped and waxed, it took 7 men, 6 hours, or 42 man-hours to strip and wax the floor. Another time it was being done, you had 3 men, and they were able to do the same job in an hour and a half. So 3 men, that's 3.5 hours, gets 42 hours. There's quite a bit of difference. Now, what did the second group do that first one did? Oh, they let the things dissolve. They supplied stripper to the whole floor, then went back. They said they half an hour to put the stripper down. Then they went back and lightly buffed it with a buffer. Probably take another half hour. So then, by that time, it's taking a whole hour for the solution to work on the wax and be able to make it loose. And then, of course, they did the final step was remove everything. And so in this case, they were able to move it with just a squeegee and a dustpan. They used 3 less buckets than the first group. I used 1/10 the hot water that first used. That was very much, right now it's California's in a drought. If you want to save water, that's one way to do it. Okay. And again, the cleaning supplies were used for about 1/2 of what they were. And Of course, what they did was remove, let's see, and then now they removed the chemicals or everything from the floor, and they did a better job. They didn't have to, you should not have to be able to scrub hard, just let the chemicals do the work. So now, I'll tell you about the benefits of using two buckets when you clean rather than one. Basically, you get the job done cleaner. That's if you take the water out of one, wipe the wall, and put back, squeeze the water back in, you're contaminating your first cleaner. And as you kind of put more and more in, it's dirty pretty soon, it can be more dirty than the wall that you're wanting. Then you have to throw everything away and start over again. But if you put in the first bucket first, so wipe it off, you need to saturate, let it dissolve, and then move it off, and you squeeze it into the empty bucket. All your dirty water will be into the empty bucket. And then the sponge will be thirsty enough to pick up just the cleaner, and just repeat the process. So at that time, and this way you can use the whole cleaner rather than having to throw it away when it gets dirty. So it saves on supplies and water. As I said, so tonight I've told you about the 4-step clean method: eliminate, saturate, and dissolve, and remove, and the benefits of using the two buckets when you clean. Down postmaster.